If you never ask for help, most people assume you're stubborn, distant, or maybe even a little arrogant. But psychology tells a very different story. Not asking for help isn't a flaw. For many people, it's actually a sign of something much deeper, a kind of quiet strength that the world rarely takes the time to understand. So if you're someone who figures things out on your own, who finds it almost uncomfortable to reach out, who would rather stay up until 2 a.m. solving a problem than send one text asking for guidance, this is for you. Number 1. You have an exceptionally strong sense of self-reliance, and psychology shows this is often rooted in early resilience. Research in developmental psychology suggests that people who learned from a young age to manage challenges independently develop what's known as an internal locus of control. That means you genuinely believe your outcomes depend on your own efforts. You're not waiting to be rescued because somewhere along the way you learned that you are the rescue. That's not stubbornness. That's a deeply wired belief in your own capability. Number 2, you're protecting something precious, your autonomy. Psychology shows that for certain personality types, asking for help doesn't just feel uncomfortable, it feels like a threat to identity. Studies on self-determination theory tell us that autonomy is one of the deepest human psychological needs. When you handle things yourself, you're not being difficult. You're preserving your sense of agency, your feeling that your life belongs to you. That's an incredibly powerful motivator, and it's one that quietly drives some of the most capable people in the world. Number 3, you have a deep fear of being a burden, and research says this comes from empathy, not weakness. This one might surprise you. Many people who never ask for help aren't doing it out of pride. They're doing it because they are so tuned in to other people's time, energy, and stress that they simply can't bring themselves to add to it. That's not coldness. That's a form of emotional intelligence. You're constantly calculating the cost your needs might place on someone else and choosing to carry it yourself instead. It's quietly selfless in a way most people never even notice. Number 4, asking for help can feel like evidence of failure, and psychology explains exactly why. Research in social psychology shows that people with high personal standards often tie their sense of worth to their competence. So reaching out for help doesn't feel neutral. It feels like admitting defeat. But here's the reframe. The most self-aware version of strength isn't doing everything alone. It's knowing what you can carry and having the courage to acknowledge when something is bigger than one person. That awareness? That takes more emotional intelligence than suffering in silence ever will. Here's what all of this really means. If you never ask for help, you're not broken, you're not cold, you're not arrogant. You are someone who has built an entire inner world designed to keep going no matter what. And that deserves to be seen, not fixed. The only gentle reminder worth leaving you with is this: letting someone in doesn't make you less capable. It makes you human. And the strongest people aren't the ones who need nothing. They're the ones who know their own worth deeply enough to ask anyway. Which of these 4 points feels most like your story? Let me know in the comments. It's important for me to know that I'm not alone in this. If this resonated with you, subscribe, because every week we explore the quiet psychology behind the way you think, feel, and move through the world. You might just understand yourself a little better each time.